we're here at Galactic Con, and I'm talking with Anthony Spey. And tell me a little bit about yourself and what you're doing here.
Well, my name is I'm Anthony Spey. I'm a comic book artist, writer, editor. I used to be the art director for Zenoscope Entertainment. I did a lot of coverage for them. I still do, and I'm doing a lot of cover art right now. I also do interiors, but I'm just here at the show. I'm going to some of the local shows this year. I'm from Delaware County, up in Pennsylvania, just up the road. So I figured I'd come check it out. It's really going great. It's extremely crowded and popular. And you see here, I'm doing a sketch right now for someone. So yeah, I'm just coming out to say hello to everybody and do some sketches for people and have some fun. You know?
Cool. How long have you been doing this?
I've been doing this professionally, like making a living doing it for probably 5 or 6 years now. I went to school at Savannah College of Art and Design to study sequential art, which is basically comic books and like storyboarding. And now I'm making my living doing it. I do comic books. I do trading cards for Upper Deck right now. So like, there's a bunch of different ways you can go.
Cool. What's the project you're working on like right now at the moment?
Right now, I'm actually doing my own, with another guy, a creator-owned series called Myopia. It's a sci-fi book. I'm doing some coverage for Zenoscope Entertainment, and I'm doing some cards for Upper Deck. So I have a few different things I'm working on, and keeping really busy. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, good luck, and thanks for taking the time to talk to me.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Take it easy.
Nice to meet you. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you.
Everything.
Okay. Delia, is that how you say it? Delia Gable and Dave Ebersol? Ebersol. I slaughter names. All right, so tell us about what you're doing here, what you got going on.
Well, this is, we're at the Middletown, Galactic Con?
Galactic Con, yeah.
Galactic Con. Table with my comics partner, Delia Gable.
Sweet. Hello.
And we have a book out called Dash from Northwest Press. It's kind of like a Maltese Falcon meets The Mummy meets the Raiders of the Lost Ark, but with a twist because it's set in 1940 and the private detective, he's out, he's openly gay, which is pretty much illegal to be in 1940. So it's kind of, he has to traverse a whole bunch of stuff, including a mummy.
Okay.
So,
and you are
I'm the writer.
And you're the
artist and letterer.
Cool.
Everything else, basically.
So how long's it been out?
Our first issue hit in September, and our third issue's out in May.
Cool. And what?
Third issue's out.
No, it's in May.
It's in May. It's out this year.
You can pre-order it right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
you can pre-order it right now.
Okay.
It's
cool.
in the March Diamond catalog.
And who came up with the idea?
Well, I did, and then we collaborated, and Delia came up with all the designs for all the characters.
Sweet. And what's this Eating Vampires?
Eating Vampires is a series I'm doing with another writer, Regine Sawyer.
There you go. The sun's getting in our way.
So everybody knows about vampires.
Yes.
But there was another creature on top of the food chain, and those are the vampire eaters. And this explores their story.
Nice.
And they're protecting a little girl who is the last of her kind, and she's a purifier, which means she can actually heal the vampire virus.
Oh.
Because it's considered a virus in this world.
The vampirism is considered a virus.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
So this issue focuses on her guardian, Rigel, who, if the purifier does what she's supposed to do, Rigel may die.
Okay.
But she's sworn to protect her.
Cool.
So this is where you meet the characters and, you find out they're immortal, and then the next issue will be present day and flashing back and forth.
Sweet. All right. Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
And we'll see you around. You going to be at any other cons this year?
Yeah, our next one's Mocha.
Okay.
Mocha Fest, and then we're going to be at
San Diego,
Toronto Comics Festival. I am.
Toronto Comics Arts Festival.
TCAF. Queers in Comics. Yeah. FlameCon. There's we have a busy schedule.
Probably
this year.
Geek Girl Con.
Yeah.
Cool.
And just so you know, Dash is out on Northwest Press.
Okay.
From Northwest Press.
Sweet.
Here, put that sticker up.
Oh, put the sticker up. There you go. Comics are for everyone. Cool.
There you go.
All right, guys. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. All right, I'm here with Eric M. Cooper, the sci-fi superhero novelist. Now, you have these books called Night Seeker. Tell me about Night Seeker.
Well, Night Seeker's about a college kid. He got his powers actually from a dying alien officer, almost like Green Lantern effect. But the powers are more like the Predator. So he's like a super hunter killer. But his human side keeps him from doing it. But when he does kill, he does cry about it. So it's a very emotional book. He deals with urban legends like, like the Boogeyman, the Sandman, the New Jersey Devil, stuff like that. Yeah.
Cool.
But also we deal with mutants and also other alien and technology stuff also.
Cool. And how long have you been writing
Since actually the first book came out in 2005, and we've been writing ever since. So now we have 3 books out for the series. We have 2 more coming out. One is called Merge, and the other one is called Star Enforcers.
Sweet. Are you the only one that works on this, or you got other
Mainly,
people?
well, I'm the writer and mainly the concept person. I work with about 15 different artists that illustrate inside the book. So each chapter has an illustration as you go along in the book that gives you an idea what's happening in the chapter before you read into it.
Sweet.
Yeah, so it keeps you a visual stimulus as you're reading.
That's cool. Cool. I like that. And you've always been interested in comics?
You know what? I'm more of a movie buff.
Really? What's your favorite movie?
Ooh. I like to say probably the first Terminator.
First Terminator? Oh,
Yeah,
classic.
it's classic.
That's classic.
But it scared the hell out of me. Since then, I had to learn more about science fiction, so I got really involved in the world. But I love Star Trek, Star Wars, the usual stuff.
Okay, you know what? Now, on the podcast, every week we do it, and we ask every guest that we have on, Star Wars or Star Trek? Which do you like better?
I'd have to say Star Trek.
Star Trek? Oh, I'm a Star Wars fan, and my partner, my co-host Lou, out in California, he loves Star Trek.
Well, I would say this, for Star Wars, actually, in my 3rd novel, it's called Blades of Justice for Night Seeker, Ray Park is actually the main villain. His name is Guillotine, and you don't know what a guillotine is.
Yeah.
So he gets to be a bad boy again.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. We look forward to reading more from you. That's
guys.
great.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you very
All right.
much.
Thank you so much
for talking to me.
All right.
Take it easy. All right. Cool. So, can you tell me your name's Bob, right?
Yes,
Bob,
it is, yes.
tell me, why are you here? And I heard that this is your first Comic-Con.
This is our very first one. This has been a labor of love that's come to fruition. It only took 4 years to come out too, which is amazing. Huh? Until We Sleep is our first book, and it's what we call the Big Bang of UWS Comics, because this is the start of our universe. And the book is based on 6 people who are stuck in purgatory. They come back, and they're not human. They are variations of the Universal monsters from the 30s and 40s.
Oh.
I am a big fan of those. And of course, we can't use the right names or anything like that. So to give you an example, one of the characters, the Frankenstein character, is called the Patchwork Man. And when he's in battle and loses a limb, he can pick one off of one of the enemies, attach it, and it goes right on back.
That's awesome.
So we're doing that in the zombie and the Dracula and all like that. But we're going to have a Wolfman, Bride of Frankenstein, Invisible Man still to come. So.
Cool. So you're a big fan of those old-time monsters.
Love them.
I love them too. I
Black and white.
Grew up with them, watched them all the time with my father. I mean, it's great.
Yes.
It's great to see people rejuvenating and bringing them back and bringing them back into mainstream comics. That's awesome.
Thank you. Yeah.
So, how long have you been drawing, writing?
Well, I've been writing, let's see, this has been 4 years.
Okay.
We were with another company and that kind of went not well. So we started all over again.
Okay.
And also, currently I'm writing that book, plus the backup book that's in it called The Angel Wars, and also writing a book called Blackjack. And I'm hoping by next year sometime I'll be writing about 7 books.
Sweet.
So, but it's a labor of love.
Do you have a copy of the book?
Absolutely, sure.
Can we see? I want to show it.
Okay, yeah.
Is it this?
Here we go. Oh, great.
So that's what we're dealing with. That looks cool. I like the cover. I mean, that's my kind of cover.
We try.
Yes. You like that? Sweet.
But I'll tell you what, I couldn't do it without these guys. Steve over here, the artist.
Come on in. Get in the shot here.
It's amazing, man. He needs to be part of this. That's for
You're
sure.
the artist?
Yep.
Yeah? How long you been an artist?
I was a kid.
Since you were
I was pick up a pencil.
Sweet. Sweet. And you're having fun with this book?
Oh yeah, well I'm artist on blackjack. I did all the colors on Until We Sleep.
Sweet.
Colors, letters, get it all printed out.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Good. It looks great. It looks beautiful. I can't wait to read it. All right, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank
I
you very
appreciate
much.
it.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Enjoy your first con.
Thanks very much. Thank you.
I
very
hope
much.
I hope you
Appreciate it.
a lot of success.
Thank you very much. I really
right.
appreciate that.
Take it
Thank
easy.
you. You too. Take care. Thank you.
All right, I am here with Jim and what's your name?
My name's Dan.
Dan. And tell me about the comic. You have X Knight. Is that what it is?
My comic X Knight, it's the origin issue of a new comic book I've just made about my superhero who has the power to create optical illusions in the real world. I created them way back in high school, and then over years just developed them more. And so X Knight Productions is what we do. We also just finished making this documentary about the making of a comic book by talking about the Living Corpse comic book guys, Buzz and Ken, the creators. Basically, if you love comics, it's about how to make a comic, and it's very inspiring to all artists, so it's really good. So we're having a great time here, just selling them.
We also got some upcoming projects coming up. We got a feature-length comedy film coming up soon called Same Dance.
He's the writer and director of that. So.
Nice.
It's basically an indie comedy about basically the trials and errors of putting a band together, and yeah, kind of like a spoof of all these Jonas Brothers and Katy Perry's of the world. So.
How long does it take to do a comic book?
It took me 8 months to do that, to come up with a story, draw it, ink it, and I sent it to a website to get it printed, and that took like about a month to wait for, so total of 8 months.
Wow, 8 months. Takes a long time, huh?
That was my first one. So.
That's not bad. How long did it take to do the documentary?
Actually,
A year and a half? 2
yeah,
years?
about a year, actually.
And we can find you guys online?
Yes, sir.
Boom.
We're also on Facebook and Twitter.
Cool. All right, guys, we'll look for you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you. All right, I'm here with Dax Christopher, and he's going to tell us about this awesome-looking game that I guess you developed yourself?
We did. Yep. From the ground up, we built this thing from the ground up. Been a lot of work, but it's been worth it. Now that it's out there, people are having fun with it.
Tell us about it.
All right, so
what's it about?
What you're looking at is a fictional equivalent of Las Vegas, which is to say there's a lot of crime, a lot of gambling, and a lot of other ways to get into all kinds of nefarious fun. What's going to happen is everybody gets a randomly generated list of NPC characters.
Okay.
And one of the main objectives is to fill out that list by recruiting these NPCs that are scattered randomly throughout the city into your entourage. Your strategy is going to change depending on the makeup of your team from game to game, and there's a lot of freedom for players to just sort of do what comes naturally to them. Your main objective is about money. All you have to do is have more money than everybody else when the game ends. Now that part is simple.
I like that.
Where it gets not so simple is that the game is good about telling you what you can do, but never what you have to do. So there's never really a right answer as far as what to do next or where to start. Anything you can think to do to squeeze extra money out of people is pretty much going to fly inside the rule system.
So there's room to do what you want.
Plenty of room to do what you want, plenty of room to improvise, and people will hold it against you when you improvise ways to screw them over. Yeah,
I'm sure.
Yep.
Especially like people like my wife who, you know, when we play Monopoly, holy shit. She is so competitive.
Cutthroat. You know, that's the only way to win. In the interest of full disclosure, I tend to actually do what I say I'm going to do, which is a real disadvantage sometimes playing this game. I developed this. I made it from the ground up. I have never won a game. That day is going to come. Mark it down. Put it on the calendar. That day will come. I don't know when and I don't know how, but someday I'm going to make an honest living playing this game, and I'm going to win it.
Okay. You
Not
can't
easy
even
to do. Everybody's out to get you. It's not
You
easy
can't
to do.
win at your own game.
No, I can't. No. At least I haven't yet.
How long did it take to develop this?
Long time. I think it was in development from the start to actual publication. About a year and a half, right? About a year and a half, yeah.
Come on, get in the shot. How long?
About a year and a half.
About a year and a half.
A year and a half.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
what was your part in this?
getting everything printed and getting all the parts together, we actually pack it together like at home. We put it all together, assemble it all ourselves. Yeah.
Yep. Wow. Yeah, we have absolutely everything to do with this. Is us.
An indie project.
Yeah. Yep. The definition of one.
And do these books here, are they have anything to do with the game?
They do not. However, there is an ebook series.
An ebook series, yeah.
Tell us about that.
Where to put the mic.
Yeah, so it is based off of the characters in the game. So each one has a turn, like they're episodes, but they're turns. So throughout the whole series, it takes you through a game, sort of. So
basically playing the game through. That's nice.
Yeah, we basically wrote up a life-size version of what the game would be like if it were to be played in the real world, which was the concept at the start. The concept is that these are actual people out there. So while you're selling souls and killing people and trading them like they're baseball cards, you know, it's fun to think about what the impact would be for an actual person to be able to do and go through all this stuff. And yeah,
cool.
It's been
Very
fun
cool.
for a lot of people.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you so much for stopping. Yeah,
and it's called Devil's Playground.
Devil's Playground, you got it.
Where can we find it?
You can find it on our website, which is devilsplaygroundgame.com. It's important to throw the game in there because if you only put Devil's Playground in a search bar, you're going to wind up in places on the internet you don't necessarily want to go.
And I'm pretty sure we've already been there.
devilsplaygroundgame.com is where you can find it. Yep.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for stopping. It's good to meet you.
Thank you. It's nice meeting you too. All right. All right, I'm here with Liz DeJesus, and why don't you tell me a little bit why you're here at Galactic Con?
I'm here today to promote some of my writing. My most popular series right now is the Frost series. This is First Frost, and this is Glass Frost, and it's about a girl that helps her mom run a fairy tale themed museum, and they have Snow White's Poisoned Apple and Cinderella's Glass Slipper, Magic Mirror, and among other items. And then Bianca, my main character, finds out that all the items are in fact real, and that magic is real, and fairy tales really do exist.
Cool.
And then her mom gets kidnapped, and then she has to use the items from the museum to try and rescue her mom. And so that's basically the plot of the first book, and in the sequel she goes back to Ever After, which is the magical land where all the fairy tales originally took place.
Cool.
And I just finished the third book in the series titled Shattered Frost, and that one takes place in Wonderland, and I had a ridiculous amount of fun writing that book. It took me the longest because it's more complicated, of course.
Where did the fun come in? Like just with the fairy tales? And
fairy tales. Because for me, it's like playing dress up. You know, it's
right,
like
good.
And then I also write horror, and this is my horror novel, Morgan.
Okay.
And this is with werewolves and vampires, and it's got a little bit of erotica, so it's a little bit of everything.
Nice.
And I also have a comic book.
Wow, you do it all.
I do a little bit of everything.
You're a busy woman.
I am.
What's this?
And this is
Zombie.
a Zombie Ever After.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also got a little fairy tale twist to it.
Yeah.
Nice.
And so I'm just having a lot of fun.
Is that the first issue?
Yeah, this is the first issue.
Okay.
And the second issue, we're currently working on it. You know, we're just kind of like testing the water, see how people react to, you know, issue number 1 before we just continue.
Right.
You know?
Awesome.
And just do a little bit of everything else. You know, play with perler beads, and I have my friend Kristen who does artwork as well.
Cool.
Yeah. So.
Cool.
Just,
It looks very nice. Very, very nice. Thank you. How long you been doing this?
Well, I've been writing most of my life, but I really started taking it seriously when I was 18. And then I just started writing, you know, like poetry and short stories, and then I moved on to novels. But basically self-taught, you know, so I just read everything that I could get my hands on, and then I just, you know, just read a lot of instructional how-to books and that kind of stuff.
Self-taught is the best. You learn by trial and error, and you're better for it.
And actually, that's kind of how I learned how to write scripts for comics, because you know, you don't just write a like story and then hand it to an artist and whatever. You have to have panels and dialogue and the little letterbox and everything has to be very specific, so that way you know you have to give instructions to the artist so that way they know exactly what it is that you want to see on the page and on the panels and stuff. So yeah.
Good. That was great. That was great. Thank you very much. I appreciate you taking the time to talk to me.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you so much.
All right, I'm I'm here with Michael Towson, and it looks like you have some children's books here.
Yeah, different children's books, picture books, graphic novels for young readers, and all in like comic book format because that's what I like.
That's cool. What are they about? Is there a theme going through them?
Like this one's different Greek myths, like cold and silly format for younger readers, and this one's about presidents, and the rest of them are just stories for younger readers.
Okay. Now, it caught my attention, Mr. Ball. I mean, this is pretty cool, and I see you have two books.
Yeah.
What's this about?
This is about a circle thing. That's a ball, and I guess in this one, it's like supposed to be early readers, like very, very simple. This is he wants to get a giant pet because he's impressed with giant pets at the circus, and he goes out and he sets his eye on a giant Tweety blob bird that breathes fire, and at some point he's forced to eat worms. Mistaken identity because of his round eggness.
Cool.
Yeah, so that's what that is about.
So it's definitely targeted to younger readers, which is nice.
Like trying to get them to read chapter books, like the early chapter books, kind of about the pictures.
That's cool. That's cool. Very nice. And how long have you been doing this?
Professionally, like 8 years.
8 years?
Yeah.
Wow, that's nice. All right. Well, I appreciate it, and good luck. Thank you very much.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, sir. Thank you. All right, cool. We're here at the Galactic Con, and we came across this table that has these amazing shoes. They're really freaking awesome. Okay, so, what's your name?
My name is Nicole Robinson.
Hi, Nicole.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Now, tell me about these shoes. What inspired you to start, I guess, painting them?
Well, my husband and I had gotten our tax money, and I was looking for a pair of shoes online for Walking Dead because it's my favorite show. And I found a pair that was $125, and he told me I couldn't buy them. So I said, fine, I will make them myself. And I did, and here we are.
Wow. Okay. I get that a lot. I usually see things. Walking Dead is awesome.
Yes.
Love the show. We talk about it a lot. $125. Wow, that was a lot.
Yeah,
I get told a lot too. I want something. No, you're not allowed to do it. So you got to make it yourself. So, how do you do this?
Well, me and my husband, we sit in our kitchen and we use a multi-surface acrylic paint that we mix with a textile medium to make it very flexible, and we just paint.
It's all hand painted?
Yeah, everything's hand painted, hand drawn. We do it all sitting at our kitchen table.
And about how long? I guess it depends on the detail involved, but
yeah.
What's on average? How long does it take?
Something that was already pre-done, like say if we were to do these Walking Dead high heels, because we've already done the design, these would be about 3 to 5 weeks to have in your house, in your mailbox. If it's something that's custom, it's about 4 to 6 weeks because we have to make the new designs. So.
Right. These are awesome. Some of these are just amazing.
Yeah. I know, I love these. These
Ghostbusters,
are one of my favorites.
one of our favorites. I mean, the name of our show is Geeks and Ghosts.
Oh,
so
yes.
we're big into that kind of stuff. Really cool.
We actually have some really cool ones in the books too.
We'll have to go through the books.
Yeah, if you ever take a look at them. These are our Ghostbusters high tops that we made for Ernie Hudson.
Ernie Hudson, we met him.
Yes.
We met him a while ago.
Yeah, he ordered them at our Richmond Comic Con last year.
Oh, that's
yeah.
Is that not cool?
That was very
Having
cool.
like a star of the movie order shoes from you.
I
And
know.
it's like,
it was a
that's
very,
freaking
very
awesome.
cool moment. So,
Cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yes.
And how long has this whole operation?
Well, we've technically been in business about a year, but we've been doing this for about 2.
Cool.
So, we were doing it for friends and stuff for about a year before we started doing it, like, officially at conventions and stuff.
Nice. All right, cool. I appreciate it, and I hope you success.
Yes,
I mean,
thank you so much.
these are really cool.
Thank you.
And I guess how much do they cost? Like an average range, high to low?
They start between $80 and $85 on our website.
Okay,
So,
that's not bad
and
at
that's
all.
for a low top airwalk.
Yeah.
And then they go up from there just depending on the price of the shoes.
And I mean, they're custom, they're original, they're all one of a kind, basically.
You can
right?
literally design your own shoes through us.
That's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much.
No
I
problem.
appreciate
Thank
it.
you so much.
Tourist Hair Creations. I read about you guys.
Yay.
I wanted to talk to you.
Yay.
You were actually on my short list of people that I wanted to. All right, are we filming? Okay, good. So since we're already filming, I am here with Gina Hardwood. And
Indy Martin.
in what?
Gina Harwood is the main character in my
Oh.
It's actually Indy Martin. That's all right. You're not the
Okay.
first person to do that.
Okay. Well, all right. I don't feel too bad. And Will's over there on the seat. He's off camera. He won't come over here. But these guys, now I read something online about you guys. Some inspiration came with some dark rum-inspired magic. Is that right? Yes.
Usually, yeah.
Usually.
Yeah.
Now I am a fan of rum, so that's why I really wanted to talk to you. And may I ask what's your favorite kind of rum to help get the inspiration going?
Whatever is cheap and spiced.
That's my kind of woman. I like that.
Artist author. You know,
There you go.
Only so much.
So tell me about the book.
Behind the Veil is the first in the Gina Harwood series. With Descending is the second, and the third, Into Dreams, will actually be out in about a month. If you imagine X-Files meets Call of Cthulhu, it's a police procedural with real deep Lovecraft cosmic horror roots and interdimensional beings, progressively getting darker and darker into horror.
Nice.
I like it. It was a blast to write, and so far I've gotten really good reviews on it.
Awesome. Good. Is there another book in the works, maybe?
Yes. Into Dreams. I just finished the first draft. The first draft was 519 pages, so I have some editing to do.
A little bit.
But it should be out in a month or two.
In about a month?
Yeah.
Cool. Where can we find this book?
If you go to www.tortoisehaircreations.com,
Nice.
I've got an Amazon author link at the top, and you can get any of my novels in either paperback or Kindle.
Cool. And what does your partner over here, Will, do?
Well, the thing on the table that we're most excited about for him is he just designed a geocaching-themed card game that also plays as a regular deck of cards, so it's a versatile game. And
Okay.
it's a fun back and forth based on the outdoor adventure game geocaching.
Cool. Will, you're getting in the shot. Come on, Will. Come here. Come on. Tell me about what you're doing. You can't deny us. We're in the middle of an interview.
Here, I'll scooch.
Switch places. Tell us about the geocaching game.
I basically go cache around geocaching. I've been geocaching for about 10 years now, and it's been one of my favorite hobbies for a while. So I wanted to make like a fun, quick game that you could play that was very much inspired by the outdoors and geocaching. But since I'm also a long-distance hiker, I want something that was versatile, so it also doubles as a regular deck of cards.
Very nice.
And then Indy did all the original artwork for it, so it has technically 52 pieces of original art that come with it.
Nice. Very nice. Awesome, guys. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Have a great time. Have a great night.
We are the Imperial American Air Corps. Imperial American Air Corps!
I love these guys. And you're all steampunk, right?
Right. Raymond, Whitty, and I'm Brian Thomas, are the authors of Steam Power Tales of Awesomeness. We are contributing authors to With Great Power, and we are the authors of Tesla and Edison versus the Black Hand. When we started the Steam Power Tales of Awesomeness project, I decided to form a steampunk troupe to promote it, and that evolved into this quasi-cosplay troupe of 15 plus members. I designed the costumes, I created all the props, all the illustrations, all the artwork. The only are all me, except for the furniture work, which is all Bill.
Thanks, Bill.
Billy does all our hardcore woodworking, and I do pretty much all the rest of it. The guys all kick in, so it's definitely a group effort. We do panels. We do panels at a variety of conventions. We have for a few years. We host Beers and Gears at Steampunk Gettysburg. And then we have this organization, this club.
Cool. Beers and Gears, what's that about?
Beers and Gears is actually at the Battlefield Brew Works in Gettysburg. It is a steampunk evening event. And we've been the host for a couple of years. It's actually happening tonight. So unfortunately, we couldn't be in two places at one time. So we decided to kind of branch out and start doing some of these more general conventions. And again, to promote our work, promote the books. Raymond and I also write horror and general science fiction. But today we're doing Imperial American Air Corps.
Sweet. So, big question. I'm not in the steampunk. I like the uniforms. I love the costumes. But whenever I research it, whenever I look into it, it seems like people have slightly different ideas.
They have dramatically different ideas.
What's your idea of steampunk?
Steampunk is, by definition, alternative history. So from there, that's the jumping off point. How are you going to create or define your version of alternative history? Ray and I have a very specific and crafted answer to that question, but everybody in steampunk has a different take on it. Again, I won't speak to theirs. We've done what we've done with alternative history, and if you want a really good feel for our take on it, buy the book.
Buy the book. Buy the book. I guess I have to buy the book. All right.
We also have short films online. Steampulptales.com. Steampulptales.com is the website. There are short films. There are illustrations. There are excerpts from our fiction. There's crap.
Cool.
Go see crap.
And who is all these guys behind you?
This is Raymond Whitty.
Hello.
Hello.
Nathan Abrahams. That's Cats.
Bill Stout.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Appreciate you taking the time to talk to me.
Thank you.
And good luck. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love the costumes. They're awesome.
Thanks.
All right, cool. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. All right, we're here with Dorks and Forks. This is awesome. What are your names?
I'm Brian Wild.
Dan Sanchez.
Great. So tell me about the show.
So basically we're an hour-ish podcast that's recorded in my dining room. We like to, we invite, it's kind of a dinner table environment where we have a chef come in from usually Harry Savoy or other chefs. They do 2 courses for us. We do beer pairings and spirits with that. We also have like a third chair, like an artist, and then a musical guest all the time as well. And by the end of the show, we're all pretty toasty, and the musical guest ends up like playing for us.
Cool.
Yeah.
And so you get basically a meal every show you do?
Yeah. It's been pretty cool. You know, we were trying to, Dan and I both have small children, and we were kind of figuring out how we could still be creative and not leave the house. So we just started our own podcast, and we just bring everybody to us.
There you go. Creative, yet a little bit lazy. You know, it's nice.
Yeah, you know, it's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of hard work.
I hear you.
It's not just eating and drinking. I mean, there's hours of editing and post-production and pre-show interviews and all that. So, I mean, it's not all just eating and getting drunk. But that's not a bad thing either.
There's a lot of that. You seem to be laughing a lot about that.
It's a true story. I mean, we're having fun though. That's what it's all about. You know, we were having geeky conversations anyway, and we love food. So Brian literally came to me one day and was like, "Hey, let's try this out. Let's record it." We started the next week, and we've been doing it ever since. So it's a lot of fun.
It's been around 8 months.
8 months.
8 months now.
Wow.
And yeah, we're on YouTube and Facebook and all that stuff. So.
And do you specialize in anything particular?
You know,
like what kind of foods?
Well, so it's kind of hard to say.
Yeah, we're kind of all over the place. I mean, it really depends on the chef that's cooking for us on that particular episode. Right. So, food-wise, it's like anywhere. We love to eat. We are passionate about all things nerdy and all things food. So,
and we've had like a long work history in either hospitality or restaurants, local theater and music and everything. So we have a lot of connections with chefs in more of like the higher end restaurants in Delaware.
Cool.
So they come in and we bribe them with beer and booze and everything.
There you go.
With our musicians and that's how we make our podcast.
Sweet. And you guys are geeks.
Yeah.
Love that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, Star Wars or Star Trek?
Well, it really depends. I mean, now that Abrams is doing it, wow, man, wait. It's almost like the question should be old Star Trek or new Star Trek? Old Star Wars or new Star Wars?
Got to group them all together. Are you a Trekkie? Are you a Jedi?
I'm a trekker.
Trekker?
I walk with them.
Okay.
I think I'm going to say Jedi.
Nice. Wow, so we're divided. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm a Star Wars fan. I love Star Trek too.
I love them both.
But yeah, I'm a little bit more on the Star Wars side.
Yeah, and I'm a big fan of
lightsaber. I love it.
I'm a big fan of what Abrams is doing with all the franchises.
Yes.
So.
He's been doing a great job.
He's been doing a great job.
What do you think about the new Star Wars? What are your hopes?
I'm just excited.
Yeah.
I try to like stay objective to everything. So like, let me just go in. I'll make my opinion there. You know, once I see it.
Cool.
But I'm super psyched. If he does anything like he did for Star Trek, the Star Trek franchise, I think it'll be great.
Awesome. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I totally agree as well. Abrams is just brilliant. So.
He is. He's doing an amazing job, and just everything we see from him is just amazing.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I couldn't agree more.
Thank you.
Cheers,
I appreciate it.
Hey, thanks
appreciate
for coming into our booth.
Thank you. Thank you.
Check us out at dorksandforks.com. Like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel.
All right.
Cool. Thank you so much, man.
I'm out.
Yeah.
All right. So we're here with a ghost hunting team at a Comic-Con. Can you tell me your name and your group's name and what you're doing here?
My name is Gina Dunham. Our group name is Diamond State Ghost Investigators, and we're one of the paranormal groups in the state of Delaware.
And I guess what's your background? What's your philosophy on ghost hunting?
A good skeptic makes a really good investigator. Our team tries to debunk things instead of claiming everything is paranormal.
That's a good start.
Yep.
I noticed the poster over there.
Yep.
And I must say, I've been to a lot of paranormal cons.
Mm-hmm.
And it's usually when I see posters like that, it's pictures exactly like that with claims of it being ghosts.
Yeah.
So it was actually refreshing as I walked by. I was like, I don't know if this is a good idea. And I looked at the poster and I was like, well, wow, they're actually explaining what it really is. That's really great.
Yeah.
So is that your take on pretty much everything? That's how you go into it?
Yeah, we do. We go in with an open mind. We don't, we get, people call us all the time to do home investigations, and they tell us their claims. We'll go in, we do a walkthrough, and if we feel like it's something we want to follow through with an investigation, then we will do that. And a lot of times it's just common household things that are going on, and we're able to debunk things and just explain the common sense of why things are going on. We do find things though that really make you wonder and kind of scratch your head. And then if we do find something, then we leave it up to the homeowner to decide how they want to handle it. If it's something paranormal, do they want to live with it, or do they want further things to be done to get rid of it?
Cool.
But a lot of times it's just, people want the peace of mind that they're not imagining things or they're going crazy.
Good. And how long you guys been together?
The group formed in 2005 as Delaware Ghost Hunters, and we changed our name in 2013 to Diamond State Ghost Investigators.
Why the change?
Our group was growing. When Delaware Ghost Hunters started, there was probably 4 people into the group, and now we're up to 16. The most we have is 20. And it was just a time for a change. There was other groups coming about around the same time we changed our name that were similar to our name, and we wanted to stand out above them.
Okay,
so,
good.
Time to change your name. Good. We did, and it's been a good experience.
Have you done Fort Delaware?
We do Fort Delaware.
I hope so, because I mean,
certainly do
you're in
Fort Delaware. Yeah, we do. We've been doing co-hosting the Paratours there since 2009.
Okay.
It's every October, Fridays and Saturday nights, 2 investigations a night that the public is welcome to come out to, and the money that they spend for their ticket goes towards the restoration of the fort.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
that's good.
And all our services are free. We're a nonprofit organization. We volunteer our time. We all work during the day.
Oh, good.
So
nice.
It's way we can give back to them.
Very good. All right, I appreciate it. Is there a website? What's your website they can find you at?
Our website is DiamondStateGhostInvestigators.com. We're also on Facebook. We're on Twitter. We're on Instagram.
Okay.
And people can call us at any time, and if they have an investigation that they would like to do, or just want to ask questions, they can always reach out to us.
Cool. Thank you very much. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
it.